Good morning, Sagittarius friends. Welcome. We have Tarot My Love on the Beat special edition. This is Saturday, so it's always Sag Cap Day. And here we're going to do your singles reading, guys, the 4 pillars. And this is for someone who's very single. The heart spread also, that's for someone that you have someone on your mind. Someone in mind, a significant other. This is for those of you that are wide open. Okay, Sag. I haven't met a Sag yet. It wasn't wide open. So this is what all you Sag. For all you single Sag. So it's like I like to say, we're going to clear runway at the airport because your soulmate been circling around, running out of fuel for God knows how many years because you've been busy having your Saggy adventures. I can say this because I'm Sag. Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, Mars. And so we're going to open up lane because now you're ready. You're wide open. And we're going to ask the cards here to describe your soulmate. This is the person who's right for you. The person who's wrong for you. Not your next ex-wife, ex-husband, but the one who's meant to be for you, and you're going to be meant to be for them. It's most going to match your life's purpose and soul's purpose. Okay. I already shuffled before we came in. We're using the ethereal tarot deck here. First time today. Time frame here is the second half of April. Sagittarius. And if you could hit like, really appreciate it if it resonates, and appreciate everyone subscribing. And it's helping a lot. I want to get to 1,000 so we can do live readings, And let's see what we got here. This is 10 of Cups. This is going to be their emotional energy. I always ask people to kind of bear with me. 6 of Swords, because it's a little different reading. Particularly don't get freaked out if you see the Tower or the 7 of Swords. This is your person, so we're not going to look at them cheating on you and stuff. We'll try to get an idea from the 4 pillars: emotional, intellectual, sexual, love, and lifestyle core value. Try to get a really good idea what your person is like here. And intellectually, you got the 4 Pentacles. Okay. And the Hermit. Wow. So, Virgo and Mercury. Big time. Stands out. That's how we're going to look at that. Quite a difference here with the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. This is someone that's very emotional, very emotionally available. They are really like loving. I think the 10 of Cups here shows someone, man or woman, that like maybe a man has a Cancer moon, someone that's nurturing and caretaking. Let's look at what a sweet card that is, So this person, like, not only would they nurture like this their lover, but their children, maybe even friends. Like, come here, what's going on, honey? What's wrong? So very loving person. How this would show when you're first getting to know them. I don't know, because with the 6 of Swords here, they're like that, but they're not gushy and really maybe even not demonstrative with their feelings. So, this could be, as astrologer, you see, like the rising sign. They could have like a Virgo rising. I am. We tend to be a little cool, but that doesn't mean they're not a warm person. So it's like you have to just, when you're with them and first meeting them, they may not be the one that, gives you the big hug and gushes. But once you get to know them a little bit, they're going to be so nurturing, in the way they act towards you. And a little bit of the 6 of Swords is protective, I feel. So I'm trying to think of stories. They learned, and this would be in their astrological chart, over their life and young adulthood. I don't really see the age here. This could be someone that's younger, but an adult. but they've learned along the way kind of how to deal with their own emotions and how to kind of detach emotionally. Because I think, like with the Ten of Cups here, you have like an empath too, someone that could be wide open emotionally. You see this with Pisces, you see this with 8th house stuff too, Neptune, 12th house. Um, and so they had to learn how to have boundaries. And with the Six of Swords, particularly how to withdraw their energy, how to reclaim their energy. Because with a person like this, here's a story they may tell. They may not use the word energy vampire, but they may have involved a lot with energy vampires because people come around them and suck up that nurturing energy that they have and just kind of wear them out because they're not genuinely concerned with them. They just want what they can give, this ability to nurture and care and love. So they've gone through some process of this Six of Swords of learning how to deal with that. They could be a light worker or an empath. They may talk about how the work that they did and what they learned. A lot of times, I don't put myself in this category, but I know they have to go through a process when they get of age, and sometimes when they're young, of another empath or light worker has to teach them, how to, protect their energy and to claim their energy, and so that it's not just pouring out from them all the time. Particularly if they're a mutable sign, it can be like that. You end up being just drained. When you're young, you don't notice it so much, but as you get older, that'll drain you. So they may tell you some story about how that happened. It may be around adolescence, young adulthood, when that happened. But so they don't think they do that anymore. They don't allow themselves to be predated emotionally in any way. They just avoid it. With the Six Swords, walk away from it. And with the Four of Pentacles in the Hermit here in the intellect, I'm trying to think of this. The personality, they're holding back a lot. I mean, Virgo and sixth house and very intellectual, knowing the facts. You could say too that they with here the hermits in the unconscious position, they and this may be, and with the Six of Swords is walking away from being emotionally too open. They had to go inside to learn how to deal with this and then get instruction. And when they did this, they may tell you this. I really think they're going to tell you this story. Someone taught them. It's like, with an empath, you're always about the other. What do you need? Oh my God, what's wrong? I wonder how they're feeling. Oh my God. And this is someone, shh, stop for a second. Put your hand on your, what are you feeling? What do you want? What do you need? What's good for you? What are you afraid of? Um, and with the Four of Pentacles, remember this is your person in the intellectual position. I feel like they're a little concerned about their intellect. I share this. So they may hold back a lot, and they might not want to have criticism, this Hermit in the Four of Pentacles. In other words, so they're probably going to be a listener, not a talker so much. And a very empathetic listener with this Ten of Cups thing too. Now you're their soulmate. They may have learned, they're not going to they're not going to have a narcissist suck the life out of them, but they're going to be very open to you. So you're going to sit across from them and you're going to see that they're genuinely, their phone is aside, they're genuinely looking in your eyes. They may even tear up at some point if it comes to that. So they're very emotionally open and available. But there's a little bit to all of this self-negation, so you'll help them um, by letting them know that they are valuable, their insights are valuable, what they have to say is valuable. They may have in childhood tell you a story where they were not listened to, like literally their parent might have said, kids are meant to be seen and not heard. Often this is a middle child too. I get the feeling, this kind of feel from someone. They kind of get lost in the shuffle, and they definitely have that sense that they don't get hurt. Now let's look at their sexual, the Fool. I love that. Okay, and this is also their love and their Venus and Mars energy. I look at here's the astrologer and the magician. Look at this, guys. Okay, we're gonna have to dwell on the sex for a minute, because seriously, and this is our new ethereal deck. So, look here, the Fool and the Magician. Okay, the Magician's on the bottom. I will do anything once, and I will. You will be amazed. I mean, they can maybe they can put their ankles behind their ears. I don't know. But sexually, it's crazy, you know. Um, and in terms of love, try to get the feel for the energy of the Venus and the Mars. And I always think Aries with the Fool. And I'm trying to think, could they have an Aries, Venus, and then a Gemini, Mars? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, they could. So it could be an Aries, Venus, and a Gemini, Mars, too. But I'd say in terms of sex and love, it's like they're just going to kind of amaze you a lot. So this is the kind of thing with sex, it's like fun, but it's hard to really tell about that until it happens. I'm trying to get a read. So when you're talking to them, telling your story, and we picked them up at the airport in our nice limo, when we've got them where we can really spend some time with them. But they may tell you stories. They may have had, particularly early in life, they may have had some bad relationships. So I think they're going to tell you that story. And really, they're wide open. Like it's 10 of cups. They really want to please you. So like think about it like this: if there's anything sexual you ever wanted to do, that you just never had the chance or something, they're gonna be like, let's try it. It's okay. You know, they love you. That's what they're gonna want to do. They're gonna be wide open. So this Virgo energy's all in the Mercury, not in the Venus. Okay, not gonna be in any way holding back. And Knight of Pentacles showing up here. Looking at it myself because it's a new deck to me. You get some different interpretations with the new deck, guys. And the Queen of Pentacles, check that out. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is in their lifestyle and core values. Well, right off the bat, they're conservative. And I don't know conservative, but if you're in America, it could definitely equate to being a Republican. They're probably someone that has money, but look, this deck is beautiful too. And not only the King and Queen, but the King and Queen of Pentacles, guys. So this is someone that definitely is, if they're not wealthy, and they're probably wealthy, but they've earned it, and they're accomplished, they're a little bit older, they're mature, they're very well balanced, like the divine masculine and divine feminine is balanced in a way that comes out in the way they live. Like I'll tell you this, like they will not tolerate any foolishness, drama, you know, in a relationship, and stuff like that. So if they had this stuff tell you the story about the bad things that happened in a relationship, it's going to be when they were younger, before they learned to walk away, and before they went into hermit mode and learned themselves and learned how to do themselves, take responsibility for themselves. So your person really has learned. They've really leveled up. Um, when they come to you, they absolutely won't be coming to you out of neediness or anything. It wouldn't anyway. That's not the way this reading is. But this is just indicating that they're going to be a very substantial person that, if not wealthy, they don't have any concern about coins, okay? That's not their concern. And they're very stable. They could run a business, own a business. They themselves could be the business in some way. They would tell you that story. Um, or they're a manager, like at a high level, I would say. like a executive level. Um, so very grounded too. I mean, again, it's your person who's not going to read this way, but this is exactly the kind of person. If they say they're going to do something, whether it's in love or in business, they do it. You know, they're never going to talk out their ass. There, this person is solid and for real, guys. So thank you. This is for the second half of April, and Saggies, let me know how that, if you relate to that. Appreciate any input, and give us a like. We appreciate it, and appreciate you subscribing too. Thank you, guys.